Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video about music marketing with meta ads. Today I want to share with you some insights about the promotion I did for my song This Fire Inside and how I've got over 2,000 streams and summing up every day, spending just £55 for the promotion of the song. So let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see, we are now inside Spotify for Artists. I wanted to share with you some key metrics about how the song is going on at the moment. So as you can see, first important thing, song was released on February 7th, 2025. I ran a promotion for 1 week from the 7th to the 14th, which is where I stopped running the ads. And I spent £55. We will go into the business manager a bit further later on. So at the moment, I wanted you to see that I've got over 2,000 streams and summing up every day. And I have here, check this here, the date set for the first week after release date, which is the time period in where I run the ads, just to show you how many streams and how many performance I got here out of the ad campaign in meta ads. So scrolling down a bit, here we can see that having spent £55 over 7 days gave me 411 streams, 179 listeners at a listener ratio of 2 and 77 saves. Which you can say, well, that's not good at all. You spend £55 and you got just 400 streams. That sucks, it's terrible. So here comes the first thing. I was not running this campaign just to see how much streams I got out of it. I ran it with the primary goal of pushing the popularity score of the song up as much as my budget allowed me to, because we are working with very low budgets. So the goal is to raise the popularity score as much as possible to get algorithmical push from Spotify. So if I just see how much performance I got out of the ad campaign, it would be a total failure. But if we see the bigger picture, so let me put here how much performance we got since release until today, we can see that, so here is where the song was released and here is where the ads stopped running. So as you can see, just after the ads stopped running, I've got a massive push of listeners and streams. So we are over 90 days after release day and I'm still getting streams and listeners. The purpose of the ads was to have this algorithmical push from Spotify. If we go to playlist, we can see that most streams came from radio. So that means that our campaign was effective. This is my own playlist, which I run and curate. So that's another thing that I will speak about in another video. How can you make the Spotify algorithm love you? So I will explain about this in the next video. And if we see the source of streams, we can see that most of the streams have come because of algorithmical playlist. And that was exactly what we were looking for. So we're happy with it. When we jump to the Meta Ads Manager, we can see here, please note that I have the time frame set to the first week after release of the song, so it matches the time the ads were running. As you can see, the campaign was not the best, especially in Tier 1 and Tier 2 countries. They performed very badly, but I was pretty happy, especially with Tier 3 countries, which were the ones that gave most of the push through the ad campaign. And just to quickly explain what I'm doing here, because I have a full video about how I set my campaigns up, I'm running a conversions campaign through an engagement objective and splitting my budget in tiers. So each tier has a specific amount of budget in its own dedicated ad set. So if you want to learn more about how I set my campaigns up, check this video. Okay, I don't want to make this much longer. I think you got the point. If you're like me, then you are someone that doesn't have a big budget to promote your music. And I have been working to find a way in which we can have results from a low budget spend. And I totally understand that the bigger the budget you have, the more potential return from these ads you can get. Because if your budget is higher, then you can push it further and raise even more your popularity score and have even more algorithmical push. But this is to give you evidence that even with a small budget, you can have actual push and have actual real people streaming your song even weeks or months after the ad campaign stopped, meaning that this actually is working, is giving you streams activity, is having people listening to your songs coming back with no extra investment. So I really hope that this video has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the box below. I will make my best to answer them, and I really wish you a great day. Take care now and see you in the next one. Bye bye.